Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor, James Watson and Francis Crick, Eminem and Dr. Dre. These are collaborations that many remember, but there is only one collaboration that may alter space and time. For decades, we have waited for Oreo and Reese's to team up, and at long last, that day has arrived. We are through the looking glass, people. Prepare to be changed forever. You tried it. You tried that. Collaboration of the century. I'm Nick Novak and my pal Shade Hancock.
Howdy.
Nick Geiger.
Hello.
The day is here, boys.
Wow. I don't know how I've done it, but I've been sitting on these two products and the Hammond's bar for like 3 months and have somehow not opened the pack. It's taken all the willpower not to try these things.
We have all eaten these things since we were small children, right? There have been countless team-ups of snacks, but Reese's and Oreos, for whatever reason, they could never get the deal done, and it finally happened.
It's incredible. I don't know. I'm sort of nervous because if I don't like them, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Yeah.
Also
okay
because
be
they're assuming limited time. So if I do like them, I gotta just fucking plow as many into my mouth as I can before they go.
It's not a problem for you usually.
I got a second job so I can afford more Oreos.
Cool.
Man.
Yeah.
All right. So Halloween, a couple weeks away.
Nice.
Article here about a competition in Hungary that says 20 teams are competing in the International Grave Digging Competition.
A competition in Hungary is what we do on this podcast every week, right?
That's right.
Go ahead.
It said that it's sponsored by the country's Association of Cemetery Operators and Maintainers. So they get actual grave digging people.
Oh, okay. It's not the monster truck?
Yeah, not the monster truck. Not just like Magnus von Magnuson and say like, who can dig a grave the fastest?
Would he be best at it?
Strong guy.
Just ripping ground out with his hands.
Dig a grave with a giant tire. Who can do that?
And it said it's intended to raise the prestige of the profession.
Oh, yeah.
So the rules...
Nothing raises prestige by having a bunch of people do it as quickly as possible like monkeys, you know what I mean? Like in a competition.
How the competition works is that there's teams of 2, right? And they have to dig graves 2 meters long, 80 centimeters wide, and 1.6 meters deep within 2 hours.
That standard coffin space, you think?
Yeah, I assume.
I don't know. I don't speak meters.
Yeah, that's true.
Get that gobbledygook out of here.
And then shovel the dirt back into the holes to create a neat burial mound. Contestants are judged on speed, accuracy, and attention to detail.
What, they hurl the dirt into someone else's hole or something? Like what detail is that? I suppose I don't have the proper respect for the profession.
How perfect of a rectangle it is.
Yeah.
Is the detail.
You don't respect it.
I don't. Look, I hate to break it to these guys. AI is going to replace all the grave diggers. Okay? It's cheaper, faster, more exact.
We only burn down 3 acres of rainforest per grave we dig. That's my company's AI promise.
It says the Hungarian team actually won the first prize for the second year in a row. And their quote was, the winners credited their success to daily routine and without any special training. So,
well, they have
we're doing our
home
job.
grave advantage too. Like they know the ground.
It says the Russian team came in last and blamed the performance on the hot weather.
Yeah, I mean, that'd slow me down. It's really hot out here. It's fucking a pain in the ass digging a hole.
In Soviet Russia, grave dig you.
Yeah.
Graves are dug with like excavators, right? Like there's no like people doing this anymore, right?
I assume not, right?
Yeah.
So is this just like this is just an old profession that some people are hanging on to, like elevator operator or something, where there's just like
bathroom attendant.
Yeah.
I remember when elevator operators' prestige was really raised when they like had an elevator operator competition to see who could have the elevator go up the fastest.
Details. I said 7, you went to 6. Point docked.
Have you ever actually been in an elevator with an operator in it?
No.
Yes, they have them at like tourist places, right? Like there'll be one at like the New World Trade Center building, for example, and they control it to go. You know, those types of places have the elevator operators.
The Wonkavator, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that time I rode in Willy Wonka's Wonkavator. He was operating.
But we've all been in a bathroom with an attendant in it.
Yes.
The worst. Yeah. The worst experience on the planet.
How do you get around the attendant?
Just you don't wash your hands.
Keep the piss on your hands.
Gross.
Yeah, I mean, which I definitely used to do when I was like broke college student, and you go into you snuck into the bar, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
And you go to the bathroom, and I'm like, I need to get another beer. I don't have any money to pay you. You just go out without, or you just like wash your hands real quick and like run away, like shaking them in the air.
I shake him or I wipe him on my pants. I'm not giving that guy a goddamn dime. What is he doing that I can't do? I can wipe. I'm 45 years old. I know how to dry my own hands.
He's spraying a little cologne for you.
That's not going to make me smell better. And
no, you're not getting a woman whether you have cologne or not.
I think I once grabbed a piece of gum off a guy and paid him for that. I mean, I paid him. I didn't just...
I've definitely tipped a couple of the guys just out of like...
Oh, but then if you tip them, you're like, I'm taking one of these. Like, you know, you got to get like every mint that he's got. Like, you're like, hand me paper towels. Wait on me hand and foot now that I've given
Shane came out like a chipmunk, just mouth stuffed full of mint. Oh, look at the bathroom. Good, I got $1.
I did... Okay, one time So we went to Egypt for my honeymoon. And on the last day... mentioned this before on the podcast, but I had gotten really sick near like the end of the trip. And like earlier in that day, for example, we were in a souvenir shop and I like had to ask, it was like basically the living room of some lady's house. And I had to ask her where the bathroom was. And it was like through the kitchen. And I went into the bathroom and I was just puking like as loud as possible for like 15 minutes or something.
As loud as possible?
That day indeed.
And like later my wife said they could hear me through like the whole store and everything, and then when I came out the lady like gave me some tea. She's like, are you okay? But anyway, so I was feeling pretty bad anyways, but that night at the like the last thing we were doing before we came home was we went to the pyramids of Giza. Like we had gone there previously during the day, but we went for like they had like a nighttime show where it's like they like shine some multicolored spotlights on the pyramids and like tell the story of fucking Tutankhamun or some shit. I
don't know.
Tutankhamun.
He was murdered.
So anyways, I really had to take a sloppy shit. Like I knew a sloppy shit was coming.
About to brown out the pharaoh's tomb.
I'm like, take this to the afterlife. So I'm like, I go to the bathroom like before the show starts or whatever, and they have a guy, and but he is in charge of the toilet paper, the bathroom attendant. So
what?
You cannot get toilet paper without paying this guy money.
What?
How? So
he gives you a roll?
Yeah, no, he gives you like I gave him like a Egyptian dollar or whatever, and and he gave me like 4 squares of toilet paper. And
what?
And I'm like just looking at it, but that was like it was the end of the trip, so we had been spending all our money, so I didn't have any more money to give this guy, and I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna cut it, my man.
Would you be better off using the Egyptian dollar as toilet paper instead? Was it like...
Probably, yeah. I ended up going in and it was definitely like insufficient, but like, you know, I made it work the best I could. But I was like, I can't believe this is all I get. It's just this tiny amount of toilet paper. Like, do people eat well in other countries and therefore not have messy, sloppy shits? Like, what's...
The next person at the exhibit's walking by and notice Tutankhamun's robes are just smeared with brown now.
I just grab one of the squares off the pyramid and start rubbing my ass against it. Like a bear scratching his butt on the tree.
Some of you guys don't lend me an Egyptian dollar. This is going to be a poorly attended light show.
So wait, What is he standing in front of the stall and you're like holding your ass cheeks together and he's going money?
He's standing at the entrance to the bathroom.
What if you don't need to shit?
Then you don't have to pay him money for toilet paper, but I think you still have to pay like a bathroom entrance fee or something like that. But
Wow.
Didn't the Egyptians invent paper? Like they can afford to give you a little bit, like some fucking papyrus sheets.
What the fuck? Wipe your ass with these famed hieroglyphic exhibits or whatever. Like.
You just throw a bunch of gold coins in his face and take the whole roll.
Gotta take a big American-sized dump. Just whip a 50 at him.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
A bit of a downer way to end the trip. Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
Geiger, did you ever brown out a club and then like as you came out, the attendant knew he was stuck in there the whole night, so he just held out his hand and just like just putting bill after bill in there.
I paid him for the 3 rolls of toilet paper I used, and then he was more like, "Do you need a bandage? You shat so much, your ass must be bleeding." No, I've never browned out a club. I've never taken a shit at a club. That's one thing I can say I'm pretty proud of. Hey, baby, I'll be right back. I gotta go take a massive sloppy dump at this fucking club.
If you ever, that'd be fun. I do remember that time you went to Egypt to the pyramids.
Yeah.
And the attendant saw you coming to the bathroom and he just backed up a Brinks truck. He was like, you need to pay me a fortune for all the toilet paper you're going to use.
I browned it out so bad, the Sphinx begged someone to cut its nose off so that it couldn't smell my horrendous sloppy shit. Yeah. No, I have puked.
Well, I mean, it's not so good in these old pyramids.
Now, you know I've puked at a club because I puked all of the pants I borrowed from you and brought them home. I was hammered. That was no bueno. But I did not take a shit in those pants. I didn't,
Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a good guy.
Let's eat the snacks. I got eating snacks, 3 snacks on a 5-point scale. Love that, like that, indifferent to that, dislike that, hate that. We got to do the Hammonds first. We only have the 2 Reese's Oreos products that they have currently. So our third today is going to be a Hammond's bar. Hammond's actually boasts a best of for one of our years way back when. So they do have a history of success in the pod. Today's is the Everything Bagel, milk chocolate blended with everything bagel chips.
What was the bar we liked the best that year? I forget.
That the Hammond's one that we all loved.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. I'll bring up the spreadsheet and check. But it was the first ever 3 Love Dats. It's called the Chocolate Biscuit Bar.
Yeah.
And that was back in episode 93. That was the first ever 3 Love Dats. Now, since then, we've tried a couple different Hammond's bars, including PB&J Sandwich Bar, which we liked, Art Fruits Candy, which we liked, and then it started to go off the rails a little bit. We had a chicken and waffles bar that was pretty bad, a toasted coconut marshmallow bar that was also pretty bad.
Geiger, what do you think of the Everything Bagel bar?
So when I saw the flavor of this one, I thought, this is it. Hammond's has run out of stuff to put in a chocolate bar.
Correct.
So they're just raiding the local Trader Joe's. Celery salt, Chicago-style hot dog chocolate bar. This is actually a lot better than I thought it would be. I am a big fan of everything bagel seasoning. I like to put it on eggs and I guess just eggs. But
is everything bagel your top bagel?
No, my top bagel is sesame seed, but everything bagel is probably second. I sometimes will spread a bagel with cream cheese, put extra everything bagel seasoning on that cream cheese, especially if it's plain, to jazz it up. Anyway, I like everything bagel. It brings a fair amount of salt. And what's kind of impressive, it's got the standard Hammond's chocolate that's very good. But it really does taste like bagel seasoning. It's not just like salt and poppy seed and like a weird facsimile. It really tastes like it. It is kind of a weird combination. I am liking it, though. I will give it a like that.
Like that to start, Chad.
Yeah, I mean, I sort of agree that this works surprisingly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was expecting this to be borderline spit out gross. It does have a nice salty sweet combination, and it is not too heavy on the everything seasoning. I think if we were really tasting that garlic and stuff, that could like really ruin it.
Mhm.
It's appropriately subtle. It's still not a combination that I want to eat, and that is going to hold it back for me a little bit. I am going to keep it at an indifferent to that.
The things Chad said he worried about all came true for me. This is terrible. It's
Really?
like it does not see. It's just a bad combination. Like it doesn't
It
make
is a
sense
bad
on the package.
Do you put
I
it on
thought-
their eggs on eggs though? Do you like the seasoning?
The season, I'll eat it in everything bagel.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Like I'm not throwing the seasoning on everything, but I'm fine with it on the bagel. It does not make sense in the chocolate. But I thought, well, if they put it into the chocolate bar, maybe it's gonna surprise me a little. I was surprised in a bad way. I took a couple bites, was really grossed out. I'm giving this a hate dat. I think it's fucking disgusting.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry.
Hell
No,
yeah!
I'm not Mr. Hammond or anything.
I'm sorry.
I'm Bobby.
You're not Bobby Hammond.
Okay, let's do the Reese's Oreo, which is the candy one. I feel like
Okay, now so that's what if you say Reese's Oreo, I would think that would mean the Reese's
yeah.
flavored Oreo.
I think he's reading
Correct.
the package, however.
yeah,
But
but
the
on the package it's
package
reversed.
is reversed, which is fucked.
Yeah, I think it is fucked.
Okay, take that. We don't even have to try it.
You're right. They made a big mistake there. So basically, it's a regular size Reese's cup. It has the bottom half looks chocolatey like normal. The top half is white, and then in the middle, mixed with the peanut butter, are some cookie pieces. Though I'm finding them scarce.
Not that many cookie pieces, yeah.
Peanut butter looks different.
It does?
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe not.
All right, Chad, you're gonna have to go first here. What do you think?
So Reese's are my favorite candy. I love all Reese's products. Not all Reese's. That's take that back. I of my top candies, most of them are Reese's products. That's a fair way to say it. And when I look at the Reese's varieties, like cup varieties that I have liked, when they put in mix-ins, is when it doesn't take away too much from the flavor, but adds some pleasing consistency. So the one I've liked the best was the Reese's Puffs one, which still tasted just like Reese's, but added like a nice crunchiness to it. This pretty much tastes like it doesn't taste all that different from a regular Reese's cup to me. It's maybe a little sweeter because of the white chocolate layer. But it does add some nice crunchiness to it. I wish they'd gone a little farther. I wish they had cranked up the Oreo even more and like put way more cookie crunch pieces in it. I think that would have been something to really write home about. I am in between a like and a love dat though. I think it tastes really, really good, but it kind of just makes me want to go eat a regular Reese's. I'm still going to give it a love dat though, because I think it is really, really good. But it's not better than a regular Reese's.
No. The white chocolate part doesn't bother me. I think that's fine. I think if I had never tasted the Reese's Puffs one, I'd be more impressed with this, but I think it's done so much better with the Puffs. We also ate, what's the one we ate that had like hard pieces in it? It was like...
There's a big cup with the potato chips.
There's one that has Reese's Pieces in it.
That maybe that was it. Or something like there's some just like candy pieces in one of them or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There was one that had like it was supposed to be M&Ms basically, but
this is okay. The texture is okay in the middle. It's just a little bit worse than a regular Reese's. I don't find it amazing. I probably wouldn't recommend it, but it's still very tasty. I'm gonna give it a low level like that. Okay, what do you think?
Low level like that?
Well, it's tasty, but also like I have high expectations for the Reese's product, Reese's and Oreo combo, and I just wasn't all that thrilled with it.
Yeah, you guys kind of said it. It's kind of a worse version of a regular cup, but it tastes almost just exactly like it. The white chocolate takes a little bit of the edge off the chocolate. I'm not a big white chocolate guy. It wasn't that bad here. Just made it more sweet than chocolatey, and then Yeah, I also would have liked a bit more cookie. The cookie also didn't seem to have really much flavor. It was just there for the crunch, and probably because it's drowned out by the chocolate and the peanut butter. The peanut butter still tasted the same, which is good. Sometimes it affects the quality of the peanut butter, I think, when they put that stuff in there, but it didn't do that. It's still a solid like that. It was tasty, but not worth replacing the original, which, to be fair, I don't think any of these gimmicky ones probably are ever going to be better than the original.
Right.
Although Chad probably disagrees with. They'll have some 19-point scale of...
Not for Reese's. I mean, I
Okay.
think that is true for Oreos, but not for Reese's.
Okay.
Okay, it is in the lead with a love and a couple likes, though. And next, after the segment, we'll go to those cookies, which I, just looking at them, looked like the best to me. So we'll see if that comes true.
Agreed.
Okay, it's time for the segment. And with Halloween coming up, we're going to look at some Halloween pranks that have been done. Okay, so I got 7 Halloween pranks that people have pulled on their friends. And I'm going to keep the rating easy this time. It's one or the other. It's either going to be foolish. It's a bad prank. This is a foolish idea. Or it's going to be ghoulish.
Yeah.
Which in this case is a positive, good, scary, fun prank.
A rare good rating scale for one of our segments. It's not 1 to 10 likes or some shit.
This is going to be 6 Logan Pauls.
All right, here's the first idea someone had. You can unscrew a
The first idea someone had.
First idea, man's first idea.
It was fire, and then there was taking a shit in the top tank of someone's toilet.
Yeah, famous Halloween.
Sorry, go ahead.
He did it well dressed as a
It's
ghost.
called the old Sleepy Hollow. Right. It says, unscrew a shower head and dry the inside of it thoroughly. Then pour a packet of red powdered drink mix and replace the shower head. The unlucky person who turns on the faucet will be showered with fake blood. Okay, so you're going to put some like Kool-Aid powder or something into the shower head and have a nice bloody shower scene. So, Chad, what do you think of this particular prank?
I don't think much of it. This is a very like, to what end kind of, because unless it's like, if you're doing it to one of your buddies, you're not going to get to enjoy, right? Because you're not watching your friend shower, hopefully.
Maybe.
Maybe.
If you know they're about to take a blood shower, you might sneak in and take a peek.
So they're missing the part where you install a hidden camera in their shower. You feed off furiously to them showering. Those are the parts of the prank they're missing.
Oh man, I forgot everything. I did everything, but I forgot to put the red powder in. And so if you do it to your significant other, or what, then you're just asking for trouble there. And plus, now you've got a shower head that is not spitting out clean water anymore. Right? Like, how hard is it going to be to clean that Particles
thing?
might last a while.
Exactly.
Gunk up that shower head.
Yeah. And so now you're not, then you are supposed to take a shower in that shower later. You know what I mean? Like, so you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot there. So I'm going to say this one's foolish to start off with.
Okay, you agree?
This might be my only chance for a ghoulish, but I'm still going foolish.
I got bad news for you about some of these pranks.
Straight up to your friend. Joke's on you. Happy Halloween. I've been furiously masturbating to you. What? Put a camera in your shower. I forgot to do the rest.
That was the prank.
That was the real prank all along.
Oh, ghoulish.
No. Yeah, that's not cool if you do that. I think
No.
I'm along the side with Chad said, like, I have plumbing concerns here. Like, just the shower head is now gunked up with, like, Kool-Aid powder. Also, like a nice white tub with that stain the tub. Now you have a pink tub moving forward. Also, like, I don't know if I've never had Kool-Aid like thrown in my face, I guess, but like, would it get in your eyes? Like, would it be a problem that way? Because it could it give you like a urinary tract infection? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
These are all problems.
Likely will.
Yeah.
Because if you're super hard,
You
and
might
you're,
get
like,
chlamydia
Yeah.
from it or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, these are
if
all
you're
possibilities.
like jacking off into the shower and your urethra is wide open, you could get some crystal powder in there.
Jaking off as I turn the water on.
I can't even wait for the shower to begin. I'm like,
I must come at the same time that the shower head does.
it's that jolt of the cold water initially that really gets my dick hard.
My urethra.
It's wide open. Now's the perfect time for Kool-Aid to come in and give me a urinary tract infection.
I want to get one stream of the shower head directly down the tube.
So foolish.
Yeah, this is foolish. This doesn't seem like a smart, thought out prank.
All right, so here's the prank this guy had. Every year growing up, my family would have a Halloween party because my dad's really into Halloween. So we'd go balls to the fucking wall.
Hell yeah.
We put our balls on the wall and then jack off.
So we had just redone our bathroom, and we had an extra toilet lying around, so we put it in the front porch and had a paper-filled gorilla suit sit there for weeks on the toilet bowl. But for the party, we had my uncle put on the suit and sit there. The toilet was about 5 feet from the door, so as people were arriving, he would just sit there appearing to be a statue. As they knocked on the door, he'd sneak up behind them and scare the living bejesus out of them. It was hilarious, especially because some people would walk by and poke and prod him, but he maintained his position until the time was right. Okay.
Okay.
So, Uncle, they're poking and prodding him.
Uncle
He's
poke and prod.
Taking a shit, so he's not getting up yet.
It is weird that he's posed on a toilet on their porch.
It's a pretty typical type of prank where you dress
Yeah.
up as the costume. So
I
Becky,
think
you
I'm say
think
it's
this-
typical where you seed it for weeks ahead of time by having a stuffed
Yeah.
suit to pretend to take a shit for 6 weeks. People
I've
come.
seen not a suit taking a shit, but I've seen
this prank.
this prank. It was usually like a guy like sprawled out on a bench,
Like
he's
a scarecrow or
or
something.
Oh,
like a
sure,
ghost or something. And as they come up, he goes like, "Bah!" And they go
It's
flying.
not usually in a grill, so going. Pretty sure that's not the stuffed gorilla anymore.
It's just like a stuffed gorilla who's like looking and going, "Do you have an Egyptian dollar? I don't have any more toilet paper." God damn it! The mummy left. I can't use his wrappings.
This one's in memory of Jane Goodall.
Well, we were trick or treating. We went across the street to the neighbors, and we didn't know them that well anyway. The guy was kind of a creepy looking dude in general, but he wore just like a nasty blood soaked like wife beater. It wasn't real blood. I think it was probably Kool-Aid from the shower, and then he put on this like creepy mask.
I was just
And
beating the shit out of my family.
So we went over to his house, and he opens the door and he's like, "Rawr!" And my little sister, now granted, she was Jenny. I'm sorry, I'm embarrassing you here, but she was probably like 14, like very young. No, I'm kidding, but she was like 5 or something, and she just screamed as loud as she could, hurled her entire thing of candy across the lawn, and ran back to our house.
Wow.
And so he was effective in his costuming.
You think this idea was good?
I think this idea that I'm supposed to be talking about is fine. I'll give it a ghoulish because it is I do like the fact that they went to the trouble of establishing the presence of this toilet monster.
Of a shitting gorilla.
Of a shitting gorilla. Everyone's seen a gorilla domesticated and using a human toilet before, so you wouldn't think anything of it. Common Halloween theme of a shitting gorilla. Turns out for Harambe. So I think this one's ghoulish.
Chad, you like
Urethra's
it?
open for Harambe. This I kind of like this one. I would have liked it a little bit more if the gorilla would like jump off the toilet while they were walking past or something. You know what I mean? Like some a little more immediate.
Mhm.
It feels like that the fact that the gorilla comes up and sneaks up behind them afterwards, like then you're just removing the, like, it could be anyone sneaking up behind them, you know, like it doesn't have to be a shitting gorilla at that point.
Yeah.
So, you know, some missed opportunity there, but it's still good. I will give it a ghoulish.
Yeah. We had to finish shitting.
Gotta wipe. I got my 4 squares from the Egyptian guard, so we have to scare you in a sec.
Okay, this one says, while in high school, I gave out Kool-Aid ice cubes to kids who I thought were too old to be trick-or-treating. I kept the porch dark so they couldn't see. I figured that once the cube melted, it would make their shit all wet and sticky. Fuck them. This guy just wants to see the world burn.
Yeah.
How did he? So he just handed them a wet ice cube?
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
they held the bag out probably.
Yeah, I think
then,
he's just putting them in the
Okay.
bag.
Yeah,
for them.
and then they're walking around later. They get home, the ice cube has melted, and all their stuff is like fucked up. But they're too old to be trick or treating, according to this guy.
Yeah.
So he's. So Chad, what do you think of this prankster?
Okay, I mean, I don't know. Who the fuck are you to say which kids are too old to be trick or treat? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
it's not like he's like, oh, clearly college age kids. It's kids I thought were too old to be trick or treating. Well, I don't know what you think 10-year-olds are too old to be trick or treating. Like, what is
There's no age
line?
that comes to my house that I'm not giving candy to. You
Yeah,
could be
exactly.
What do I care?
80 years old. Here, take some candy.
Yeah, give a fuck, sanctimonious fuck. Yeah, I think that's kind of a shitty thing to do, actually. Not kind of. I think it's a hugely shitty thing to do.
But fuck him.
Yeah, but fuck him. Well, fuck this guy. Fuck him. Yeah, so I'll go foolish. I don't like this guy.
All right. Geiger, do you agree?
I mean,
with
if you
fuck
want to
him or
do
what?
something like that, like either just turn him away, right? Or just give him like a fucking penny or something like that. You know what I mean? But you don't have to like ruin their night.
Do it like people used to. Just put a razor blade in an apple and give it to
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Right.
Put a hypodermic needle in a
Yeah.
Pepsi can. Yeah.
Then we'll see who's trick or treating next year.
Yeah. Fuck them. They bled out in the goddamn street. Because everyone knows the first thing you do when you get back from trick or treating is reach in and take a bite of that juicy apple some asshole gave you.
Right.
I think that, yeah, I'm with you. Like, why you're not the arbiter of who gets to trick or treat. Who gives a shit? It's also rude to all your neighbors who like spent money on candy that's now floating in Kool-Aid. I thought you were saying they were going to give them the Kool-Aid and then have them put them in a drink and, you know, like pretend they're drinking blood or something. It was like a gimmicky kind of thing for like a drink.
Oh, you thought he'd be creative instead of a total dick. Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's
Well,
also
attached to the ice cube, it said, put in your shower head.
It's also one of those things that was like, you are putting an awful lot of time in to be petty. Like, this is now making you look stupider for having, I guess not awful lot of time. You made some Kool-Aid and froze it, but it's still probably too much. So I will say this is foolish.
Okay. Okay, the next one says, at work, we just pulled a prank on my coworker. We removed a ceiling tile and put the picture of the woman from The Grudge up there. Okay, so that was this is what a Redditor said. And then this other Redditor added this idea, and I want the rating on the entire prank.
Okay.
Idea from Redditor. You could tamper with their chair so that when they sit down, it automatically reclines all the way, forcing them to look at the scary ceiling while having the sensation of falling. Okay.
Yeah, that's a neat tamper. That's an easy thing to do. Yeah.
Grudge lady.
Yeah, so grudge lady in the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't look up at the fucking ceiling, I'm not sure then what the whole prank is. So then
I don't think I've
guy,
looked at the ceiling in my office building ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Right.
You know, for like 19 years, I never look at the ceiling. You know what I mean?
Which
Like,
this guy thought the same thing as you. So he needs a solution, which is why you jury rig the office chair so that when you sit in it, you lean straight back and look straight up in the air, and you have the sensation of falling, and you see Grudge Lady.
yeah.
He
You
replaced his
bring,
chair with a
like-
dental's office chair and just reclined it backward.
Yeah, you bring in like the NASA engineers to figure out how to like change a regular chair to automatically recline when it
Right.
detects weight. And
Also, how does it make you feel like you're falling? We've sat in recliners before, like sat down in a lazy boy to go watch the game. Oh shit, am I falling through time
Well,
and
if you
space?
lean back and you think it's not going to,
Oh, this happens all the time in this chair.
it might not just give a sensation of falling. You might actually fucking fall.
Yeah, and then you'd notice the
And then all
lady.
and then all you can do is stare up at the grudge lady. So
And then you're like, is the grudge lady in the ceiling?
yeah, she's on the ceiling tile where the ceiling tile once was.
all right, hold on. Let me Google grudge lady cum gutters. 1 second.
Yeah. All right, Geiger.
Yeah.
Grudge lady ceiling tile.
Yeah.
Good prank.
No, it's fucking dumb. I mean, I guess if I just randomly looked up at the ceiling and saw grudge lady staring at me, I would startle a bit.
Yeah.
Right. And
Really?
maybe like, I don't know, I'd be like, whoa. Or maybe like, maybe they had heard from this guy he's like, hey, did you see the grudge? It really scared the crap out of me. Like, and then he was like really upset about it.
Would you be more upset by seeing that, or that somebody just fucking breaks your chair for this prank?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, damaging office property in multiple of places because you're taking out ceiling tiles and you're
Office
smashing his
property.
chair.
Oh, look at this guy
Look,
cares
I'm
about the
maintenance
fucking
man
Stick
there.
it up for the
corporation.
corporation.
Look at this
Like,
company man over here. Wow.
well, like the guy's got to sit in that fucking chair all day. And
Won't
thinks,
anyone
like,
think of the shareholders?
I don't need my bonus going to getting Don a new desk. When he flips his over after he goes ass over tea kettle running away from grudge lady. So I think this is also again a lot of work for like there's a poster of grudge lady. So no, I don't. This is stupid, foolish.
Yeah. Chad, you agree?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, you picked the worst, right? So, like, okay, the chair falling backward, like, that could be
Right.
legitimately scary, but then it just ends and you're looking at grudge lady. Like, that would not, like, oh, okay, there's a weird painting on the ceiling. Like, that's not remotely scary, right? Like, if you go back and it's like a full-on fucking goatsy or something, like, that could be... Now
One
we're
of the other
talking,
coworkers
okay?
is goat-seeing it through the empty ceiling tile.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'm gonna say like, oh fuck, and like try to sit back up. I'm not sure how I'm
Yeah.
gonna lay in the broken chair.
Yeah, like, oh wow, let me admire the
Oh.
ceiling and allow this prank to come to completion.
I guess
You know, like,
this is where I work now, on the floor.
Make sure your coworker's incredibly depressed. His chair breaks and he just stares into oblivion.
Doesn't have the
Fuck
will
my
to
life.
change his position. Well,
is that the grudge, or did I forget to take my meds again this morning?
who is that? It's grudge lady. All right. See if I can reach my
Ugh.
Zoom call from here.
Better grudge drippings are gonna get into my urethra now.
This one's bad, foolish.
Okay. My brother spent $77 on a wolf costume
Hell yeah.
and
Yeah.
and spent the week scaring people at night. The whole week.
A whole week. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Interesting.
At one point,
Is Halloween a week in this guy's neighborhood? Like, what is this going on here?
it's
How realistic was this
$77.
wolf
You go with a
costume?
date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to advertise that shit. It's only $11 a night now.
At one point, he followed a kid into the shower and grabbed the door, grabbed the door behind the kid and closed it.
Are we scaring?
Started furiously masturbating.
Is scaring
Foolish?
the new slang for committing heinous crimes?
He said his favorite reaction was someone shouting, "What the fuck? It's a fucking werewolf."
Yeah, after I probably went into a shower.
And closed the door behind. So this is a single-use shower.
What the fuck, dude?
It's not like he walked into like the gym shower stalls. Like he shut the door behind a person in a
His favorite reaction was when someone said, "Dude, get the fuck out of my house."
The guy entered the shower. The werewolf pushed shoulders to body against him. Closed the door. What the fuck are you doing?
Fuck? Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? That's strange.
Novak, are you thinking
Just
it's
relax.
one of those like stand-up showers or something like that? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I thought they just meant they closed the bathroom door behind them. Like the guy was in the tub or something.
He hung out at the local YMCA and followed me into the shower.
Room for
wolf
one
costume.
more. So he squeezes in.
Don't mind me. I filled the shower head with Kool-Aid.
Hope you like the smell of wet dog while you shower.
Too bad I'm seeing
get
another
that
full
urethra
moon
open.
right now. Yeah, open up your urethra and let the Kool-Aid in.
All right. Well, if you think it's just the two of us, look up. Grudge Lady's on the ceiling.
He broke the shower, so I had to lay on my stomach while the water hit me, and I saw Grudge Lady.
Don't worry, it's okay. Grudge Lady is a sort of chaperone. All right, Chad, you're up.
Okay. I like the idea of buying a wolf costume to scare people. That sounds good and funny, potentially. You maybe cross a little bit of a line when you spend a whole week doing it. That is the part of the story that crosses the line.
It's too
is
long.
the whole week.
Yeah.
That's a little too long.
Anything goes for one night.
Yeah, so I will go a little foolish on this one.
Geiger?
When you said he spent every night scaring someone, I'm thinking like, oh, he put it on and then like quick opened his parents' bedroom door and went, ah, or like, like FaceTimed a friend and was like, whoa, like whatever, like something like that. I don't know.
Nope.
It sounds like
FaceTimed a friend.
Yeah.
Whoa, Wolf is calling me. Holy cow, I better answer.
Oh, he has opposable thumbs. That's pretty scary. Actually,
Might be
if you think about
important.
it.
Hello?
Wolf
Can
Oh,
you lower the
look,
there's a
camera?
wolf.
Wolf, all I can see is Grudge Lady up there.
Wait, can you see me? No, hold on. How do I can't swipe out with these claws. But I think like the way you're describing him, I'm picturing him like wandering the neighborhood at night and
Yeah.
following people into a bath. This sounds more like cover for his criminal activities than it does Halloween. Like,
Oh, you're pretty hairy. You part werewolf too.
he also celebrated 4th of July by dressing like Uncle Sam and following people into the bathroom.
Let's see some fireworks now.
I want you.
I want you. I want you to open your urethra.
And then you looked up and Franklin Delano Roosevelt was staring down at you from the top of the ceiling. So I think this is very foolish. I think this is terrible. I think this guy sounds like a felon, and I would not like him to do it to me.
FDR was kind of the Grudge Lady of presidents. When you think about it. I mean, that makes perfect sense.
Had to crawl around.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, that's
pretty much.
yeah.
Okay.
Grudge Lady, the original polio victim.
That's why she's like moving all choppy. Is that the Grudge, or maybe that's the Ring? I don't know. I'm getting confused.
Okay. One Halloween, I wanted to prank a guy where I worked. So we put a fart capsule under the guy's desk chair.
Was this that teacher?
It's a different one.
Check the archive.
This is a comment.
Different teacher.
But thinking it wouldn't be strong enough, I put 2.
Ooh.
The area was roughly 30,000 square feet, but in a matter of 2 minutes, the entire plant was covered with the smell. People started saying they were getting sick to their stomach. They raised the dock doors to clear the smell. One of the leaders said it was her and that she'd eaten soup and beans. She embarrassed herself by taking the blame instead of letting that guy get called to the office and possibly fired.
That is leadership.
Wow.
That is. Tom Brady once did that to save
Captain,
Gronk's
my
ass.
captain.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. That is what they don't teach you at business school. Look,
I'm the one. who shut down the entire plant and all production.
I had a little bit of soup and I shut down the entire. Would you eat? What are you, fucking napalm chicken noodle? What the fuck did you have? There's no way.
Do not go in there. Talking about the whole factory. The whole factory.
Because I know if you suspect one of my underlings, you will fire him for farting.
Fucking leader walks into the bathroom. The wolf's following, and she lets loose this fucking fart smell and just slowly creeps back out and runs away.
I'm Farticus. They all stood up one at a time.
It was me. No, it was me. You can't fire all of us. We're all farting at the same fucking time.
Farting.
There's fart time. The ironic thing, this is at the factory they made the fart pills. So
The fart pill factory. Yeah,
the fart pill factory.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't know why you have to even pretend it was a real fart. Because clearly no real fart shuts down a factory.
What is in those that they shut down a 30,000 square foot warehouse? Like, what in the shit?
Right.
What are these?
Right.
Yeah. What kind of napalm is in these things or whatever?
All right, Geiger. What do you think of the original prank of a couple of fart pills?
Look, I think fart pills class. It's like it's a updated take on the whoopee cushion. I think that you're taking a classic, kind of making it a little better, putting your own spin on it. That's fine.
Better.
Well, everyone loves a fart, right? Everyone thinks farts are funny, smelling funny, sounding funny.
Right.
And embarrassing somebody over a fart is like
Losing
mild
your
enough where
company
they.
$1 million.
What's that?
I said losing your company $1 million. It's funny.
Halting production for a week while they fumigate the building because someone had cabbage and lentil soup. Apparently, I think it's funny to blame a fart on someone, and it's harmless enough that they can't get too mad. I think that's funny. Like the fart, like
funny to accuse everyone I see of farting. You farted. You farted. We all farted.
Aren't
This
we all
is
having a good time?
Well, that's the point of them getting fired.
No, I don't want the. Why would they get fired for? Okay, let's say Lenny from accounting let her rip and skunked out the whole building. They're gonna fire him over that. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. On what grounds? Your ass smell. Get out. So,
No soup and beans. It said in the fine print of the contract you signed.
Here's what I'm going to say. I think this is ghoulish. I think fart pranks are funny, and I think it provided this woman to show true leadership by example.
Yeah.
And really showed her
That's true.
bona fides. Yeah. Good for team
Jed?
building.
I mean, if anything, they didn't take it far enough, right? Like, so it should have been when he sat down in the fart chair, they rigged his chair to, like, lean backward. He looks up at the ceiling, it's Human Centipede guy. This is actually kind of some, there was two guys that I used to work with, and they used to like to prank each other, and it would be, like, small things, like, you know, like they would just, like one, I remember it started with, like, the guy took, like, a potato, like a baked potato from the cafeteria, and he like smashed it down and like stuck it underneath the other guy's keyboard when he wasn't in the cubicle. And so then it was there for like a couple days before the guy finally was like, why is my keyboard kind of bouncy? And then he noticed this like smashed potato underneath it. So to retaliate, the second guy, he took a cup of milk and then he hid it in like a drawer in the guy's desk that was empty, that the guy like rarely opens. And it was there for at least 3 weeks before finally, like, the guy opened the drawer
nasty.
and he was like sitting there one day and he's like, what's the smell? And he like opens the drawer and it just filled the entire office. Like the whole, like this huge floor with just like this stank spoiled milk smell. He was like, what the fuck? Like really loud in the office. And we had to like open all the windows and everything else.
Did you step in with the soup comment?
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I drank some spoiled milk and shat a lot. That's me. Don't fire him. The guy was a dick. I wish they fired him. But anyways, I like everything about this. I think this is funny. I do not care if this upsets the shareholders. Of the factory. So I will say ghoulish for this one. This is a good one.
All right, last one. When my dad was in college, he lived on the 13th floor. On his 21st birthday, he went out with friends and got super wasted. While he was at the pub, some of his mates, who didn't go out, took all the stuff from his room and moved it into a room on the ground floor. Cut to a few hours later, my dad is so hammered, he can barely stand. So his flatmate took him up and down on the elevator, getting out on the ground floor. So they go up, they go down, they're back on the ground, and put him in bed in the new room. Later, 4 or 5 guys bust into the room while he's asleep, all wearing hockey masks, shouting how they're going to fucking kill him and stuff. They pick him
because he's in their room. Like,
what of a non sequitur so far.
They pick him up and throw him out of the ground floor window onto the grass below. My dad then freaks out, thinking he's falling 13 stories.
Okay. What?
That's the end of it? They just chuck him out a window and call it a day? Like, what?
He thinks he's in his 13th floor room.
Yeah.
And they now throw him out the window. Guys with hockey masks are going to fucking kill him and stuff.
Do they own this apartment building? Why do they have access to all the rooms and they can throw them through
it's like a college dormitory?
Yeah.
I'm guessing they probably opened the window.
Just smash. He's like fucking laying in a pile of blood. Hilarious
no
prank.
Longer a prank anymore. They
assault.
threw him headlong through the window.
I mean, they did say they were going to kill him and stuff, so I guess kill him. It was not the and stuff. It was the kill him part of that.
They broke his neck. Pretty funny, though.
He got shards of glass in his eyes and urethra.
He then came back to haunt them as Grudge Guy.
Okay. Chad, what do you think of this last one? Hockey mask.
But it was all good because as they threw him through the glass, they blamed a few farts on him, so like everything was smoothed over.
It is make it funny.
This is a long way to go for just
a lot of work.
Like it's so much work to just get. Oh fuck! I think I'm Oh wait, I'm on the ground. You know what I mean? Like that's
a guy who is so fucking drunk he may not know what's happening.
Yeah, he doesn't even understand what's going on. Like, I thought they were gonna say like, oh, like he wakes up in the morning and then he's like hungover and confused, and then maybe they do like they turn it into a whole like the game situation or something where they've created this elaborate scenario. You know that old movie. Something like that, like they're playing
in the
tricks
game.
On him
Didn't just some hockey guys come in and beat the fuck out of Michael Douglas and throw him out a window? The game got ya. Laying in a heap in a dumpster in an alley somewhere. Learned your lesson.
Sean Penn comes in. He's like, "I'm the one that farted." That's it was a game all along. But yeah, it seems like too much work for so little payoff. I did like where their head was at, but I think you could have done something a little simpler. I'll go foolish.
All right, Geiger, making a guy think he's falling 13 stories. You like that idea?
Yeah. Okay. Like Chad said, I think there's components of this that could have been good. Like more so, like he wakes up, thinks he's on the 13th floor, gets out, gets in the elevator, can't go down. He's confused why he's hitting one. The door keeps opening.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, elevator
he wakes
humor.
Up drunk, sits in his chair, which has been rigged.
All of a sudden, he's on his back drunk. Also, that's probably a warning sign for you as a person in your life when you are so reliably hammered they could plan an elaborate prank around it.
Yeah.
He'll be so fucking trash, you'll think. The other thing is, like, it's not, you're throwing him out a window that's on the ground floor. Like, how long does he think he's falling 13 floors? A second?
That's
like
what
he's
I was
gonna
saying.
hit the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you figured that out pretty quick.
Pretty easy to prank guys who are blacked out drunk.
Ragdoll him through the window. He won't even fucking know.
They all dressed up like FDR and beat the shit out of him.
They're just like standing there at the
First
window. I
last one.
gotcha, and he's like, "You got what? Huh?" And then falls back asleep. Like, oh,
Face is bloody.
yeah, that was wasted.
Smashing through the window.
They all dressed up as cops and arrested him for public intoxication, and he spent the night in jail. Good prank, guys. Like,
We accidentally moved his first floor room to the 13th floor and threw him out the window.
Now that's a prank. Okay, now we're talking here. There's some time.
He thought he was about to hit the ground, and he fell 13
Yeah.
floors.
Some time for him to reflect on his life choices. You know, like that's a good one.
the game. The game 2. That was the sequel.
Fincher does it again. The man's unstoppable.
This one's going to be a lot simpler. We just take him up 13 flights of stairs and throw him out a window.
But taped on the fire hydrant near where he landed was a picture of the grudge lady.
Yeah, this is... I want to give them credit for originality, but it seems a little loosely disconnected as well. It's like, we got him drunk. We took him upstairs. We took him downstairs. Put on hockey masks. Why? Why? That seems... Oh, look, the Mighty Ducks are here to beat the fuck out of me. Why?
We had him stare at a gorilla taking a shit for 5 minutes, and then we threw him out a window.
we hung out in hockey masks as a roving street gang for weeks to establish that we were in the area. And then we threw random people out of random windows so they knew that was our MO.
We stuffed a street gang costumes full of paper and had them rolling around on a dolly.
So yeah, this is kind of foolish, I think.
Okay. All right. Let's wait no longer and eat these cookies. The Oreo cookie with the Reese's peanut butter in the middle, which is called the Oreo Reese's, should be called the Reese's Oreo. Not getting too fancy here. Just flat out Oreo cookie with the Reese's peanut butter within.
Is there cookie pieces in the cream too? Or is that just a crumbly cookie? Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah, why would there be cookie pieces in it?
I don't know.
Come on, guy here. Think.
Now, peanut butter Oreos exist.
Correct.
Yeah.
So when we get to Chad, I'm going to need to get an explanation of how different they really are. Because if anyone knows, it is him. Are you doing a makeshift double stuff?
I am right now, yeah.
I'm going to isolate a little of the cream.
I recommend isolating the cream, yes.
Okay. The whole thing is good in theory, right? You see the package, the cookie. Let's put Reese's peanut butter inside. It's a no-brainer. As soon as Oreo and Reese's signed the pact, had a handshake, this was the first idea. Like, there was nowhere to go, like, nowhere else to start but right here. And for me, it's working. The isolating the peanut butter, it does seem maybe a tiny bit different than a regular Reese's. Like, I don't know why. I'm guessing that maybe just that exact peanut butter maybe doesn't stay in that form, or they had to change it around a little bit. But it does taste like Reese's peanut butter. There's no doubt about it. Like, there's what I feel like is probably a pretty different taste from the peanut butter Oreo. Chad can confirm later, but in my mind there is. I think it's very tasty. I could definitely put back a number of these. And I am going to slide it into a Love Dat. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great cookie. And they didn't try to get too cute with it. And it worked. Geiger.
It's really good. I think the peanut butter is different in that it is saltier. I always think the best part about the Reese's peanut butter, it is salty. It's not sweet like I think, if I'm remembering correctly, the peanut butter cream from the regular Oreo is a little sweeter than this. This is much better for that reason. It is still kind of that oily cream, but that's just the way they do these that aren't the standard Oreo cream. I mean, the cookie's the cookie. This is wonderful. It makes me wish that this was the peanut butter Oreo. Like, this is way better, I think, than... I shouldn't say way better. I'm sure the other one's fine, but this is better than the peanut butter Oreo. I am with you. This is a Love Dat. They knew the assignment and did not disappoint.
Okay, so it's got a couple of loves. It's going to need, better than an indifferent, to win the episode. But more importantly, we've got a potential basket of puppies, and King Reese's will make that decision. What say you?
I think you guys have touched on sort of what is the difference. This is different from a regular peanut butter Oreo. You are absolutely right. And Geiger is right. It is saltier than a regular peanut butter Oreo, and it is a little bit less creamy. Now, it's not the same as the regular peanut butter, like the Reese's peanut butter. It's not like they just sliced out the inside of a Reese's cup and stuck it on an Oreo. It does have that Oreo cream consistency to it, but not to the same degree that the peanut butter Oreo does. And that makes it, that is enough to sort of like make it different and better than the peanut butter Oreo, I think. If I have to pick a nit on this cookie, I wish there was actually a thicker layer of cream. I think the layer of cream is just a little bit too thin for what I wanted. When I made that makeshift double stuff, it really sort of hit that home for me. But this is easily the best of the day. I've said it before. I actually think that a peanut butter Oreo is better than a double stuff Oreo. And this is better than a peanut butter Oreo by a lot. I'm going to put this at number 2 on my Oreo ranking still. I don't know if I can say it's better than the dark chocolate Oreo yet. But it is right up there. This is a fantastic cookie. Loved it.
Wow. Basket of puppies. I thought there'd be a chance for it today when I saw these. I will say also for them, man, I am dying for a glass of milk.
Yeah.
Almost more than with any other Oreo I've had before.
Oh, these are going to be amazing dunked, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay, Geiger, where can listeners contact us?
If you are really freaked out by the grudge lady, if you've ever had to pay a bathroom attendant or didn't want to pay one and had to come up with a creative way to drop a deuce or something and not have to deal with them. What did we even talk about?
Clogged up Tutankhamun's toilet.
That's right. If you
hit
clogged
us up.
Gravedigger.
Oh, if you know how to dig a grave by hand or by machine, I don't care. Or
by monster truck.
By monster truck, Gravedigger Sunday. That's just so fun to do. Mm-hmm. If you love Reese's and Oreos as much as us, you can let us know what you thought of our ratings here at youtrideit@gmail.com. We're on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Suggest a snack for us to try. Leave us some feedback. Leave us some reviews and stars and likes and however you want to indicate your pleasure or displeasure with the podcast. If you think your friends and family would enjoy it, please invite them to listen. And as always, thank you for listening.
Okay, quick before we go, let's say you are put behind the wheel of Gravedigger.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So a normal Tuesday for me.
Right. And a big row of old cars put in front of you.
Hell yeah.
And you have to get across in like a very limited amount of time. So you have to get across where you can't like just slowly like crunch, like slowly get across it.
Uh-huh.
Do you think you could get across there without like tipping Gravedigger?
Yeah.
Could I drive Gravedigger across a pile of cars? Yeah,
like they launch
sure.
them sometimes.
Yeah.
You got to go long. You have to go quick. I feel like it's harder to do than we think. I think there's some skill to driving those.
What's the skill? Push gas, hold steering wheel. Like, what do you need?
You think there's no skill to driving those things? I think
None at all.
I mean, there is probably in sensing when it's about to flip and laying off the gas and hitting the brake or whatever. But I think just to cover off like a small handful of like weak cars, you could probably just drive right over the top and it wouldn't bother. I mean, it wouldn't bother you that much. You just jostle around a bunch.
Well, according to AI Overview.
Okay.
Driving monster trucks is extremely hard due to the truck's complex features and requires
steering wheel?
rigorous training.
Rigorous training.
Okay. Thanks.
Have you seen it like when it launches off like a incline and then it seems to be like tipping backwards?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you didn't say I had to go off you started with can I drive over a bunch of cars, and then you ended with it's launched off an incline. If you got shot out of a cannon in Gravedigger, would you be able to land the plane? No.
If a gang threw you and Gravedigger out a 13-story window,
I would land on the first car. Like, oh, I thought it was 13 cars before I got down there. That was much easier.
Yeah, that was all a joke. At night, they had moved you and Gravedigger to the first floor.
They set you in Gravedigger with like the ignition lit and your foot on the gas and have you drive through the window and then get arrested because you were drunk driving. Gotcha.
We propped our drunk friend up into Gravedigger's seat.
If you ever wanted to watch Weekend at Bernie's drive Gravedigger, you are in luck.
And we put a fart capsule under the seat in Gravedigger. So we got in, that thing really fucking smelled. Could you drive Gravedigger up the side of the pyramid? The side of the Egyptian pyramids while there's a light show going.
That'd be pretty cool. I feel like Gravedigger is like the most well-known monster truck in the world by far. Like,
it's Bigfoot, right?
I'm going to say,
was
who's
a
his
huge
rival?
popular one when I was a kid.
Okay,
Yeah.
who is the rival to Gravedigger? I got to look this up now.
A friend of mine actually recently took her son to a monster truck thing, and I guess they were advertising Gravedigger's going to be there, and so the kid was very excited to go see it.
You have a big Gravedigger poster on his wall.
And so I was asking, do you know, there's not one Gravedigger, right? And she, I guess, had found out.
Wow.
It's a unique snowflake Gravedigger.
And
Fucking
there
ruin
are
his life.
many
Yeah.
Gravediggers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fucking truck. Of course, it's not it's hard to not manufacture. The assembly line exists. You know what I mean? You can.
I heard there'll be an F-150 there. So Gravedigger's, according to AI Overview, Gravedigger's primary and most famous rival is Max D, or Maximum Destruction.
Oh yeah, Max D.
Oh, that's what the D stands for. Yes.
You can, that's
Okay,
his
yeah,
rival.
Max U, or maximum urethra.
Gravedigger's kryptonite is someone with a big Johnson who doesn't feel like they need to drive Gravedigger.
Gravedigger's rival is Buck Humpley. And his giant 8-inch rod.
P North is the main.
He leaks gas all over Gravedigger's face all the time.
Here's some other ones: El Toro Loco, Monster Mutt, Avenger, Zombie, Blue Thunder, Bulldozer, Mohawk Warrior, and Son of a Digger, which is a spin-off of the Gravedigger truck.
It has a lore and it has ancestral bloodline now.
Look up
Wow.
Son of a Digger.
So Gravedigger fucked son of a Mohawk and got the son of Gravedigger.
Gravedigger's bastard child.
His bastard child, Gravedigger.
He was made, man.
Gravedigger fucked another truck out of wedlock, and now you have son of a digger.
Gravedigger took Max D.
Is that extends for trucks?
Gravedigger opened up its tailpipe and P Northed all over.
Do you think, okay, I give you the keys to Gravedigger right now. You could have Gravedigger mount Max D into completion. Drive up on top of the back.
What are we even talking about?
Could you fuck a truck?
Sounds easy. According to you guys, it's fucking so simple to drive a monster truck. Just
You hit
do whatever the fuck
gas
you want
and
with
go
it.
forward. That's what you do. Look, I'm just really good with monster trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Zombie's a really cool looking one. It's got these hilarious arms sticking off it. Look up Zombie monster truck.
Zombie.
Okay. Looking up zombie monster truck.
This is riveting podcasting.
Mhm.
I see a bunch
It's
of
very
pictures
funny.
of toys.
You got to go to images.
Go to AI.
That is very fun. Okay, that's funny. I'm glad I looked up that.
He looks like the hood looks like Sweetums or something. He's got the arms going out.
Okay,
That's
that
hilarious.
all right. That looks hard to drive because the arms.
Yeah, that makes it more hard.
And the
arms
launch
is
ramp.
what makes it hard. Yeah.
Yeah, and the incline which you're being launched off of also makes it tough.
So I've never been to a monster truck rally. Is it just
Yeah.
how many cars can you watch him smash? I mean, what else is there to him? He just drives over a bunch of cars and then you go, whoa, that was a whole lot of cars. Like, what else does he do? Does he have like tricks and shit? Does he do?
What do you want him to do?
Well, it also drives over like a bus, probably. And
It's 3 hours of watching him drive on shit.
I think they go off inclines and things.
Then like the Carzilla comes out and like turns into a dinosaur and breathes fire or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
I think they rate. They have races between them sometimes, like 2 at a
You're gonna
time.
see. I thought they rate. They rate the way they jump off the ramp. That's a 9. Triple sow cow.
So yeah, you're right, Geiger. It's fucking boring as shit, but like, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Probably fun
It's
for
for
a
little
kid.
children and hillbillies. That's literally it.
It's for little grave diggers and sons of grave diggers everywhere.
It's for children and people who have the intelligence of children, all right? So
Okay.
Fuck all you.
We got Halloween episode next week. We'll see you next time. We're trying out 3 brand new snakes.
deuces.